Hello everyone, this is Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, and this is the sermon. And Alright, thank you. And since tomorrow is 4th of July, Independence Day, we will be doing the history of Independence Day. The 4th of July, also known as Independence Day or July 4th, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1941, but the tradition of Independence Day celebrations go back to the 18th century and the American Revolution. On July 2nd, 1776, the Congressional voted in favor of independence, and 2 days later, decrees from the 13 colonies adopted the Declaration of Independence, a historic document drafted by Thomas Jefferson. From 1776 to the present day, July 4th has been celebrated as the birth of American independence, with festivities ranging from fireworks, parades, and concerts to casual family gatherings and barbecues. The 4th of July, 2022, is on Monday, July 4th, 2022. History of Independence Day. When the initial battles of the Revolutionary War broke out in April 1775, a few colonists desired complete independence from Great Britain, and those who did were considered radical. By the middle of the following year, however, many more colonists had come to favor independence thanks to a growing hostility against Britain and the spread of the revolutionary sentiments such as those expressed in the best-selling pamphlet Common Sense, published by Thomas Paine in early 1776. On July 7th, when the Congressional Congress met at the Pennsylvania State House, later Independence Hall, in Philadelphia, Delegate Richard Henry Lee introduced a motion calling for the colony's independence. Amid heated debate, Congress postponed the vote on Lee's resolution, but appointed a five-man committee including Thomas Jefferson of Virginia, Thomas Adams of Massachusetts, Roger Sherman of Connecticut, Ben Franklin of Pennsylvania, and Robert a statement justifying the Great Britain.
Do you know John Adams believed that July 2nd was the correct date to celebrate the birth of American independence and would reportedly turn down invitations to appear at a July 4th events in person. Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on July 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. On July 2nd, the Congressional Congress voted in favor of Lee's resolution for the independence in a near unanimous vote. The New York delegation
abstained, but later voted affirmatively. On that day, John Adams wrote to his wife Abigail that July 2nd will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival, and that the celebration should include pomp and parade, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, illuminations from one end of the continent to the other. On July 4th, the Congressional Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence, which had been written largely by Jefferson, though the vote for actual independence took place on July 2nd. From then on the July 4th became the day that was celebrated as the birth of American independence. July 4th, early 4th of July celebration and traditions. In the pre-revolutionary years, colonists had held annual celebrations of the king's birthday, which traditionally included the ringing of bells, bonfires, processions, and speech-making. By contrast, during the summer of 1776, colonists celebrated the birth of independence by holding mock funerals for King George III as a way of symbolizing the end of the monarchy's hold on America and the triumph of liberty. Festivities including concerts, bonfires, parades, and the firing of cannons and muskets usually accompanied the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence, beginning immediately after its adoption. Philadelphia held the first annual commemoration of independence on July 4th, 1777, while Congress was still occupied with an ongoing war. George Washington issued double rations of rum to all his soldiers to mark the anniversary of independence in 1778, and in 1781, several months before the key American victory at the Battle of Yorktown, Massachusetts, became the first state to make July 4th an official state holiday. After the Revolutionary War, Americans continued to after the Revolutionary War, Americans continued to commemorate Independence Day every year, in celebrations that allowed the new nation's emerging political leaders to address citizens and create a feeling of unity. By the last decade of the 18th century, the two major political parties, the Federalist Party and the Democratic Republicans, that had arisen began holding separate Fourth of July celebrations in a many large celebrations in many large cities. Fourth of July fireworks. The first fireworks were used as early as 200 BC. The tradition of setting off fireworks on the 4th of July began in Philadelphia on July 4th, 1777, during the first organized celebration of Independence Day. Ships' cannons fired a 13-gun salute in honor of the 13 colonies. The Pennsylvania Evening Post reported that at night there was a grand ex- expedition of fireworks, which began and concluded with 13 rockets on the commons, and the city was beautifully illuminated. The same night, the Sons of Liberty set off fireworks over Boston Common. 4th of July becomes a federal holiday. The, the tradition of patriotic celebration became even more widespread after the War of 1812, in which the United States again faced Great Britain. In 1870, the U.S. Congress made July 4th a federal holiday, In 1941, the provision was expanded to grant a paid holiday to all federal important independent, an important national holiday, and a symbol of patriotism.
Falling in midsummer, the 4th of July has since the late 19th century become a popular focus of leisure activities and a common occasion for family get-togethers, often involving fireworks and outdoor barbecues. The most common symbol of the holiday is the American flag, and the common musical accompaniment is the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States. I know that there's not, a lot of people feel there's not much freedom or independence uh, at the moment in the United States, but I hope everyone has a good 4th of July. Things will get better as long as we're willing to fight for it. And remember, when we all come together, the possibilities are endless. Good times will return. And I'll see you all next week.